Good evening, I'm Justin Betty. One woman was injured after being shot by police following a standoff at a Marathon County hotel last night. Newswatch 12's Rachel Perry has details.
Wausau Police Department is investigating a shooting which occurred last night at the Days Inn Hotel on Rib Mountain Drive. The incident involved an unnamed female and the Marathon County Sheriff's Department. When the Sheriff's Department arrived on scene, the woman had been pacing in and out of her room while holding a gun, refusing to put it down. It is still unknown why she had the gun and what her intentions were.
Tried to get her to drop the gun, and that went on. They ended up calling in Marathon County crisis negotiators. They brought in our crisis assessment response team.
Wausau Police Department began their investigation here at the crime scene at the Days Inn, where the Marathon County Sheriff's Department attempted several de-escalation measures and non-lethal methods for over 7 hours.
The woman raised the gun, pointed it at deputies, and they shot her. She sustained injuries we believe are non-life-threatening at this time.
The investigation is not required by state law when the use of force does not end in a fatality. However, the Sheriff's Department has asked the Wausau PD to conduct one for transparency and accountability purposes. Currently, the police department is conducting a series of interviews as well as reviewing video evidence, considering it a significant and time-intensive investigation.
We'll move through methodically, but we will also want to be thorough, but we'll try to get it done as quickly as we can because we know that, the community wants answers to what transpired there.
Bolivian is not able to release or confirm information regarding the cause of the incident along with any new updates at this time. In Wausau, Rachel Perry, Newswatch 12.
Meanwhile, one person is dead after a two-vehicle crash in Portage County earlier today. The Portage County Sheriff's Office says it happened in the town of Carson when a dump truck lost control while slowing down for a turning pickup truck in front of it. They say it then crossed the center line and struck a vehicle headed the other direction. The 36-year-old woman in that car died from her injuries. They say the dump truck driver was not seriously hurt. No names have been released just yet. That crash remains under investigation. Over the last 2 weeks, the U.S. as a whole has reported more COVID-19 deaths than at any other point of the pandemic so far, more than 42,000 in just 2 weeks, according to the latest numbers from Johns Hopkins University. However, here in Wisconsin, we are trending in a more positive direction. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports about 2,200 new confirmed cases. The 7-day average has been dropping for 6 straight days now. The 7-day average for new deaths has also been dropping for 6 straight days. 32 new deaths reported today. In our 12-county north central Wisconsin region, we've been holding steady over the last week. DHS reports 89 people in our region are in the hospital with COVID-19. They say 24 of those are in the ICU. Meanwhile, about 213,000 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine have now been administered in the state of Wisconsin, according to DHS. That includes another 13,000 and change yesterday. Over 600,000 have been allocated to the state. About 373,000 of those have already been shipped here. All right, sticking with the vaccination news, DHS has now officially activated Part B of the Pharmacy Partnership for Long-Term Care Program, which provides COVID-19 vaccinations to Wisconsin assisted living facilities. Remember, the first phase of vaccinations were nursing homes and frontline workers. Eligible facilities will be hearing directly from the pharmacies in charge to plan their vaccination efforts sometime over the next coming days. Well, it's a snowy start to the annual World Championship Snowmobile Derby, which got underway tonight in Eagle River. Newswatch 12's Georgina Fernandez has more on this weekend's big event.
Pre-races have been going off since early today, leading up to the moment when the torch is lit, kicking off this weekend's Derby. As racers across Wisconsin gathered in Eagle River, preparing to take home a victory. And they aren't the only ones.
People travel from all over the country to come here for those snowmobiling championships.
Fans, including a group of riders from the Badger game, have been traveling up together for the last 3 decades to light the torch. While snow conditions had to make traditions a little different this year.
Normally, obviously, it's the snowmobile torch ride, but unfortunately, with the lack of snowfall here, we've gone by truck. We're pulling the snowmobiles by trailer to each destination.
It has stopped them from coming up. And they say the lack of snow didn't scare off fans who came up to get a taste of what it means to be a Wisconsinite.
It's what brings people here to the Northwoods or to Wisconsin is the tourism and riding snowmobile. We have some of the best snowmobile trails anywhere in the Midwest here in Wisconsin.
That's Georgina Fernandez reporting. Races continue through the weekend with the 58th World Championship Pro Race scheduled for about 2 p.m. on Sunday. Of course, we didn't see as much snow as we expected last night, but we did see more wintry weather again this evening. Jeff's in to let us know what's in store for the weekend after the break.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell many things. Risk if they're taken by someone they weren't prescribed for. Harm if accidentally taken by a child or a pet. And overdose if they're not used as directed. They may be hiding in your home, in bathrooms, kitchens, or anywhere. Why put your family at risk? Safely dispose of opioids before they can do harm. The best thing is to find a drug take-back option, such as medicine drop-off boxes, mail-back programs, or home disposal products. If there isn't a take-back location near you, check the FDA's flush list. Medicines on the flush list may be especially dangerous if they are used by children, pets, or others in your home. No take-back location nearby and your medicine isn't on the flush list? You can dispose of it in the trash. Get more information on safe opioid disposal and remove the risk.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living from the injuries I sustained. During my road to recovery, it was a challenge, mostly trying to figure out what life would be like with my new physical injuries. But throughout that road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families. In most cases, there is a loved one back at home who has to drop everything they're doing to be at that veteran's bedside. And of course, there are huge financial burdens that come along with that. After veterans come through the Coalition's program, they are ready to be back into society, ready to go back to work, and ready to be a leader in their own community.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
It's Friday in mid-January, and high temperatures topped out in the low to mid-30s today. 34 in Rhinelander, 34 also for Tomahawk. A couple upper 30s across central Wisconsin today. We're sitting kind of at freezing for everybody right now as the clouds are thick out there, and there are still some light rain and snow and drizzle and fog showers out there right now that will linger into tomorrow. The average high is 21, the average low is 3, the record low 39 below. So again, this is what the atmosphere can do this time of year, just not this year, right? The sunset there at 4:41 in the afternoon. Going forward though, so 31 tomorrow, most likely around noon, falling through the afternoon. You're going to feel the wind shift tomorrow, ushering in cooler temperatures. And then we hang out in the 20s, even a couple of teens in here next week. So it gets much cooler air is coming our way, more realistic for this time of the year, especially with the teens in there on Tuesday and Friday next week. Here's the radar and a lot going on today. So an upper level low is kind of spinning over us, right? So yesterday it was about right here, then it went to right here. Now it's kind of moving over here, but you get the idea. It's still throwing moisture back our direction for tonight, and there are some light rain and snow showers out there now. That is reducing visibility as well. There's nothing heavy, however, the ground is frozen. Where it's coming down, it is sticking, so watch out for slippery spots tonight. Here's the visibility, and again, moderate snow is 0.5 of a mile or less, and all of these are in the 2, 3, 4 mile category. So very light snow with some fog out there now. It will not be a factor tonight, but again, the roads are slippery and snow covered in lots of places across north central Wisconsin right now. All right, here we go. The big picture shows the low kind of pulling off to the east of us. See you later. This is an upper level low. It's going to bring the east coast lots of rainfall tomorrow. For us, though, we're going to finally get on the back side of it, and then we're going to bring in a northwest wind. You'll feel that wind shift tomorrow out of the northwest right over a wide open Lake Superior. That's going to give us some lake effect snow showers for tomorrow night into the day on Sunday. And a couple of the streamers could be rather intense at times as well. Most likely staying in the UP, but a couple of these could get into Vilas County, Oneida County as well. But again, more snow to the north, less snow to the south. Typical lake effect snow fashion there. The forecast then for tonight, though, is scattered snow showers out there now. Some drizzle and fog as well, with low temperatures down near 26 and a northeast breeze around 5. For tomorrow, all right, so you're going to feel the wind shift tomorrow after high temperatures near 31. They will drop late in the day. Otherwise, cloudy and breezy. That northwest wind will gust near 25 with some snow flurries in there as well. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows lots of clouds on Sunday, a couple lake effect snow showers early Sunday morning, followed by a quiet day on Monday into Tuesday, and then a little bit of light snow in here back in the forecast on Wednesday afternoon. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. Clearing roads of ice and snow is a big part of winter in the Northwoods, but we'll show you how local highway departments and cities have been tweaking their methods in an effort to take it a little easier on the environment after the break.
The following was performed by everyday riders like you. Please try it home. Matt's a straight ripper.
I heard the turbo and I was just giggling under my helmet. Look at that.
I look like a pro. Woohoo!
Dude, I love that
thing. See your local Northern Wisconsin and UP Ski-Doo dealers.
The modern farmhouse look is here to stay, and we have it for less at Slumberland Furniture. Start out with neutrals. Use a beige or light gray sofa as your base to build on. Next, mix and match metals and wood. Try adding contrast by using light with dark. Finally, add home-style pillows and unique farmhouse accessories. Play around and have fun. Get your current look for less at Slumberland Furniture.
Here's your Newswatch 12 Snowmobile Trail Report, brought to you by your local Northern Wisconsin and Upper Peninsula Ski-Doo dealers.
Precision Power Sports is the place to go for your UTV, ATV, snowmobile, or motorcycle service and repair. We could even do a complete engine rebuild. Precision Power Sports has been serving the Northwoods for 15 years, and we pride ourselves on doing the job right the first time. Stop by today to get your toys back in action or to schedule maintenance just in time for the season. Precision Power Sports is located in the Quality Collision Center, 1500 Chippewa Drive in Rhinelander. Find us on Facebook or give us a call.
Cleaning roads in winter is an important part of the Northwoods, but many local cities and highway departments are shifting their focus into new ways to do that. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson explains why.
Brine is a salt and water mixture, and for Oneida County Highway Commissioner Bruce Stefanik, it's an exact science.
It's water and salt mixed together to a specific amount of 23.3% salt.
Stefanik is following a statewide trend of transitioning from rock salt to brine.
We have been doing this for probably, 2 years now, and the data shows that we use 60% less salt by using salt brine.
And using less salt on the road is important because that means less salt in the environment.
Not only in the state of Wisconsin, not only in the United States, but other countries, brine is becoming a very large product because there's less runoff and less negative effects to the environment.
Stefanik also believes it's just more effective, but some philosophies on how to disperse the brine differ. Stefanik prefers to put the brine on the snow before it's cleared.
By putting the brine on top of the snow right away, that chemical reaction takes place right away. It starts the melting process immediately.
According to Stefanik, it takes 35 to 60 minutes for salt to start melting the snow. But DNR Stormwater Program Coordinator Susan Limburg says to do the opposite.
Removing snow before it turns to ice, or just, clearing the areas before salting allows you to use less salt and be more effective.
For Limburg, brine on top of snow means more salt in the ditch.
If we don't shovel beforehand, you're just going to be scooping that salt right into our ditches, and that can cause issues to plants.
Chloride from salt has infiltrated Wisconsinites' drinking water, according to a study by the DNR. While the best way to use brine may still be up for debate, it's no debate that more Northwoods communities are moving towards brine. For Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Friday Night Blitz starts right after this break, but first, it's time for this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
Caught my limit! I see you only snagged one, huh? 2 fish are on there.
Well, we are fully into the ice fishing season now, and some people have had a bunch of fun and success already this year, like 8-year-old Andrew Wosek of Marshfield. Now, you may remember last week, Andrew submitted a photo of a huge northern he had caught, and we also mentioned he had caught a 19-inch largemouth bass. Well, here it is. Man, that is one heck of a fish, Andrew. Keep on reeling them in. And speaking of familiar names, Caleb Stroke of Rothschild maybe ought to just shoot a fishing segment and call it Catching All the Big Old Fish with Caleb. Man, just look at this obese 40-inch northern pike. By the way, his personal best on a tip-up. And to top it off, this monster was released to fight again another day. Heck of a northern, Caleb. Keep on sending them in. And finally, we have Jim Niehaus from Horicon, who was home visiting in Mercer. Him and his brother set up some tip-ups behind the house, and after a little wait, a flag popped. Jim and his brother ran to pull the tip-up, and at the other end of the line was this monster 23-inch walleye. They were so excited they were shaking. That's understandable whenever you catch a big old fish. Congrats on a great walleye. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Update the flooring in your home with help from Menards. Tarket's Invitation Laminate Flooring is easy to install and has a beautiful wood grain texture. On sale for 89 cents a square foot. Plus, get free underlayment after rebate. For a softer, warmer flooring option, Lutex Mills Beacon Slate Plush Carpet will bring a cozy feel to your home. $119 a square foot. Plus, get free carpet pad after rebate. Now, during Menards Project Day sale.
Save big money at Menards.
The forecast calls for a messy commute. The Ford lineup helps keep you in command. Intelligent four-wheel drive monitors traction, and a terrain management system adapts to road conditions at the turn of a knob. So you're ready to take on the elements with confidence.
Power through the storm in a new Ford Explorer, now with 0% financing for 72 months, plus $4,250 bonus cash. See your Wisconsin dealer today.
Hi, my name is Betty. I had taken a fall in November and, unbeknownst to me, got a horrible whiplash. Dr. Scher was the first one to tell me, well, you know, Betty, you've got 2 bulging discs and a pinched nerve. So I signed up with Dr. Scher. It worked. It worked. I mean, I now have full range of motion. It was life-changing. I don't have any pain.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery. Just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Welcome to the show. I am Ellen DeGeneres. You will be my virtual audience.
Somebody cough. I heard a cough.
Every day, Hollywood's biggest stars and your favorite games.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Ellen's season 18 is so big.
That's not as big as I thought that would be.
Ellen, weekdays at 3 p.m.
starts now.
The Friday Night Blitz is back. The last time we saw you, the football season was coming to an end, but now the winter sports season is upon us. Basketball, hockey, swimming, gymnastics, there's so much going on. But to start it all off, we're heading to the ice. Rhinelander travels south to play the Wausau East Merrill Co-op. Hodags played with their hair on fire to start. Harlan Wojciechowski skates right down Broadway, but his shot goes off the pipe and they're held off the scoreboard. But patience is a virtue, and sometimes it's best to wait and then make a move and then bury it home. Joe Schneider putting the Hodags up by 1, and they kept the pressure on. Jake Loesch gets the feed down low. The save is made, and the rebound won't go either. It wouldn't really matter, though, as the Hodags take care of the Blue Jacks 11-2. You think we're done with hockey? Think again. GNC leader Mosinee taking on Marshfield. Mosinee got out to an early lead. Tigers had a chance until Tucker Steppen gets a piece of this shot, and they keeps Marshfield off the board. Now, after a 5-minute major, Mosinee going to work. Caden Schmerler, he loves scoring goals, tapping in his own rebound. That makes it 2-0. And a little later, still on the power play, centering pass to Slade Krause. Goodness, what a name. He directs this one into the net, and that insurance goal paid off big. Mosinee wins 3-2. Now we're going to head over to Tomahawk. We have a battle between two GNC teams. And Griffin, my guy, Griffin Stroin, this was a great game or what? What's going on?
Yeah, the Hatchets, they came out firing early at the Fieldhouse, looking to get their first conference win. But as all good teams do, Northland Pines weathered the storm. Let's go to the highlights. Tight game in the first half, but Northland Pines, Morris Justice, he's going to get the defender in the air here. Little pump fake. Oh, got him going. Finishes the short jumper. In traffic, Pines up early 7-4. Tomahawk is going to answer, though. Drew Boulder turns on the spin cycle and then finishes underneath. Hatchets take an 8-7 lead. And now some more Tomahawk action. It's Boulder. He goes to work, drives, gonna kick it to the corner. Elijah Scheffler, 4-3, but Pines too much in this one. Eagles, Devin Mills, he's gonna go drive, hits the runner. Eagles go on to win this one 64-41.
Mosinee traveled to Anago to face the Red Robins first half. Mosinee off to a hot start. Drayton Lehman dishing to Kyle Kowalski, driving baseline around to the defender for the bucket. That puts him up 12. And now a few minutes later, Anago's Logan Thomas bringing the ball up the court. He's going to blow past his defender. Help defense comes. Doesn't matter, just dish it out. Caden Steckbauer drains the 3, but Mosinee is not letting up. They're going to find a weak spot in the zone, and guess who? Mihal Duel for the 3. He drains it. Now you got to pay attention here. Most teams, they're not going to fast break off a made 3, but don't tell that to Connor Coles. Barrels his way in for the layup and the foul. In the end, though, Mosinee just was too much tonight. They beat the Robins 79-42. Now let's check in with some other boys games that we didn't get to this evening. Lakeland and Medford, they're meeting in the GNC. Raiders remain unbeaten in conference play. 92-69 is the final. Then a little crosstown rivalry between Wausau West and Wausau East. The Warriors get the job done on the road. A nail-biter, 52-51. Finally, down in Stratford, Tigers hosting Edgar. Wildcats keeping close in the Merrillwood race. They win 61-34. All right, let's take a quick break now. Maybe get some water, a snack, whatever you need. We've got more highlights right after the break.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Play your way. Dine your way. Stay your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
Lance Truck. Lance Truck. We got the trucks at Lance Truck.
Nobody has more used trucks all on one lot, all priced to move. So when you're ready to buy your next truck, know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to lenztruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move.
We got the trucks at Lance Truck.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living from the injuries I sustained. During my road to recovery, it was a challenge, mostly trying to figure out what life would be like with my new physical injuries. But throughout that road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families. In most cases, there is a loved one back at home who has to drop everything they're doing to be at that veteran's bedside. And of course, there are huge financial burdens that come along with that. After veterans come through the Coalition's program, they are ready to be back into society, ready to go back to work, and ready to be a leader in their own community.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell risk if they're taken by someone they weren't prescribed for, or harm if accidentally taken by a child or a pet. Safely dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop-off boxes. If there isn't one available, check the FDA's flush list. If your medicine isn't on the flush list, you can dispose of it in the trash. Get information to keep your family safe.
Hi, I'm Jenna with Miracle Ear of Park Falls and Medford. If you are struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, come and see me for your free hearing test.
For hoops on this Friday night, and we're heading to the Merriwood North Conference for some girls basketball action. Rib Lake hosting the Schwamigan Eagles. We're going to jump right to the second half in this one, and Rib Lake, they were dominating this game. Moves it inside to Tia Bube. Her shot is good. Rib Lake is up 25 at this point, and then later they're getting it done on defense. Danielle Mann stalks the pass, takes it, she's going the other way with it, lays it in for two. Rib Lake up big at this point, but man, she wasn't done dominating on defense. This time she rips the ball away, going all the way, takes it coast to coast. Layup is good, and the foul. Rib Lake takes down Schwamigan, and this one, 42-6 is the final. But Nate, hey, what else do you got for us?
Yeah, that's right. Northern Lakes Conference leading Three Lakes Blue Jays heading into White Lake to face the Lakers. Let's start with the opening tip. Emily Fink tipping it to Sydney Lurvy. She puts in the layup, and that would set the tone for this game. 13 minutes left in the half. Three Lakes up 22-0. Kara Sawinski finding Olivia Terlizzi. She drains the three with a hand in her face. Blue Jays rolling. But the Lakers kept fighting. Emily Kubaki for the Lakers hits this jumper at the free throw line, and a few minutes later, nailing this three. In the end, though, Three Lakes rolls with it 85-6.
Well, it was a busy day in Mosinee. We saw highlights from the boys hockey team earlier. Now we've got the girls basketball team. Nate was in Mosinee for the afternoon. This was a great matchup within the GNC, Nate, right?
Yeah, a great matchup indeed. Mosinee currently sitting at the top of the conference, but Anago isn't too far behind. So let's see how the Red Robins would fare against the GNC's best. We're always showing highlights on offense. Let's give some love to the defense. Anago's Sophie Schlieve swats down the corner three attempt. That's bullying on defense. Red Robins still down a pair, though. Wouldn't be down for long, though. Greta Parsons top of the key. Three ball is good, and Anago is ahead. But Mosinee is de creme de la creme for a reason. Adeline Lehman fakes the pass, gets the friendly roll, and Mosinee hangs on to win this game 44-31.
We'll take some scores from around the area on the girls' side. Two of the best teams in the GNC going head-to-head. Lakeland Union at Medford. The Thunderbirds dominated from behind the three-point line. Lakeland goes on to win 61-50. And then moving to the Wisconsin Valley Conference, Marshfield Tigers hosting the DC Evergreens. Everest goes on the road and wins a close one, 51-47. And then in Athens, they traveled to Wabeno to take on the Rebels. Leona Wabeno runs away with this one at home. Rebels win 74-51.
Now, Giannis is considered the future of the NBA. With LeBron James getting up there in age, he can't be the best player in the world for much longer, I think. A lot of people think Giannis will take over, but there's a guy from Slovenia who might be challenging the Greek Freak for years to come. Luka Doncic and the Mavericks going up against the Bucks at the Pfizer Forum. Great game, but let's jump to the fourth. Giannis taking what the defense gives him. He's going to end up finishing with 31 points on the night, and the Bucks are up here. But here comes Luka. He's losing Drew Holiday and then drills the three-pointer. Mavericks right back in it. But Chris Middleton, too good in the clutch. They call him Cash Money for a reason. And guess what? His three-pointer is cash money. Milwaukee comes away with the win in this one, 112-109. Now, Griffin, the Bucks weren't the only in-state basketball team in action, though, right?
Yeah, the Badgers were also in action tonight. They actually just finished up their game. They traveled to East to take on Rutgers. The Scarlet Knights actually have a pretty good basketball team compared to that football team, at least. But Wisconsin still comes away with the win, 60-54. Good team performance by the Badgers. 3 players scored in double digits, but more importantly, they improved to 11-3 on the year. 5-3 within the Big Ten. That's good enough for 4th in the conference. So they still have some ground to make up, and they're going to have a chance to do that on Wednesday. That's their next game. They're going to take on Northwestern at home. Now, the Green Bay Packers haven't hit the field in almost 2 full weeks. You got to think they're well rested, right? Packers and Rams duking it out on Lambeau Field tomorrow afternoon. Despite the COVID scare earlier in the week, Green Bay appears to be fully healthy heading into tomorrow's matchup. Los Angeles can't say the same, however, though. Quarterback Jared Goff has been dealing with a broken thumb, but he is set to start against the Pack. And on the defensive side, defensive tackle Aaron Donald is looking like a go for the game, despite the rib injury he suffered last week. The guy's a freak. Of course he's going to play. Nate and myself will be at Lambeau Field tomorrow. We'll provide a full update and recap of the game tomorrow night. We'll see you then. Man, Nate, the Packers, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good game. We're excited to be in Lambeau.
I am so excited. For the first time this year, we're going to have fans. We're going to be at the game. It's going to be so much fun. And we're going to have so much more coming up also on the Blitz as well. That's all we have tonight in our first Blitz of the winter season. We've got big things coming. And you know, every single Friday, giving you more scores and highlights from teams all over the area. So buckle up. Friday Night Blitz is back. We couldn't be more excited. But that's all we have for tonight. I'm Nate Myhock.
I'm Griffin Stroyan. We'll see you next week.